After a long drive back to the mountains, I reached the spectacular Mount Cook National Park, where I camped and hit the coveted Hooker Valley Track. This popular hike is named one of the best walks in New Zealand for a reason. At only 5 kilometers in length and 80 meters total elevation gain, it's suitable for everyone. The Pro-Glacial Lake at the end is nothing short of jaw-dropping. Icebergs float in the water with stunning views of the tallest mountain in New Zealand. Sweet as. For a higher view, I went up the Sealy Tarns track, often referred to as the Stairway to Heaven.
We're gonna go right through those juicy flats.
True to its name, this more grueling hike is rewarded with sweeping, panoramic views of the entire valley. I continued on to the third glacier in the region, called the Tasman Glacier. This used to be the largest glacier in New Zealand, but with warming climate has rapidly retreated and ultimately melted into a green slush. I left the region with an experience I'll treasure for many years. Freedom camped along the base of the lake before setting off to the sister lake of Lake Tekapo the next day. This breathtaking lake is about as clear and brilliant as they come. Set against the backdrop of the Southern Alps, it's a fantastic spot for aspiring photographers alike. A prominent landmark near the shores is the Church of the Good Shepherd. Built in 1935, this church is a historical heritage marvel and is one of the most photographed structures in all of New Zealand. I hiked up to nearby Mount John Observatory.
Struggle is real.
Lake Tekapo is a registered dark sky landmark for night star gazing, and despite my best efforts, it was closed.
Wah wah.
For more luxury night sky watching, Tekapo Hot Pools offers visitors a chance to soak in several heated outdoor pools and take in the amazing southern night skies of Aotearoa. After several days, it was time for me to head to the west coast. I found Arthur's Pass to be the more viable route, and I made a stopover at Castle Hill, which looks straight out of the Lord of the Rings movies. I camped nearby in the wild.
Really, I'm the only one out here.
It was a daunting and borderline confining experience being completely isolated in such a remote region. But I pressed on and reached the steep, precarious viaducts leading to the coast.
First gearing it all the way.
Definitely took my time going down the steep embankments, and I eventually found my way to the first coastal small town of Hokitika. Founded as a gold mining town during the gold rush, this town is known for its punamu jewelry and wide open scenery. There's an incredible sunset point to visit, as well as the West Coast Treetop Walk, which at first sounds good on paper, but as I walked the shaky metallic bridge high above the supposed tree line, I immediately regretted it and don't really recommend it.
Yeah, treetop walk. Come for the wobbles.
30 minutes north is the town of Greymouth, which is similar to Hokitika, but offers up more options for dining out and shopping. I explore more of, you guessed it, its surrounding green natural space and waterfalls. Even further north, the coastline grows and townships are few and far between. However, it was interesting to explore the way of life out here.
So, opinion on West Coast so far, I really dig it. It's really simple life out here, super rural, pretty nice people, very approachable. I don't know, something about this life you just really can't take much for granted. Beautiful coast.
It was back to the isolation for a bit, so I cooked some hot dogs on the rocky shores of Fox River. A nearby open mic night definitely lifted my spirits. And the next day, I visited the beautiful area known as Pancake Rocks. The vertical blowholes and intense water pressure on the limestone caused this layering of rocks that resembled that of a pancake. Another underrated spot to check out is the Truman Track. This is a fantastic beachside walk with rugged, cliffy banks and a small waterfall to top it all off.
Look at these little penguin footprints.
Looking back, I wish I would have spent more time exploring the West Coast. It's a truly special place with a ton of history and rugged landscape. In the next installment, I'll be finishing up my travels on the South Island and eventually make my way across the Cook Strait to the North Island. As always, thank you for watching. Be sure to check out some of my previous travels, and I'll see you next time.